feel like you. All righty, so welcome to our April team call. I'm kind of standing in here for Michelle Lyon while she's on the road with her Sprinter van, and super fun to follow along and see what she's up to. But I'm grateful that you all are here today. We've just done a few introductions, but I just wanted to start off, first of all, with some celebrations. And if anyone else has anything they want to share, please chime in. But for one, I just it's called the Shaklee has a VIP elite group, and I just wanted to highlight again all the hard work and focus that these women have put in to make this experience that they're going to have in Cabo soon, right? End of the month, I believe. They all won the trip, and this is not for the faint of heart. Like, they focused, put the hard work in, and were really, really consistent. And I just, if you want to learn how to do that, you got to hit yourself up next with them, because they're the real deal. So Kevin and Michelle Lyon are headed to Cabo at the end of the month, and Christine and Steve Van Diest and Emily Brown is headed there as well. So I'm just so excited for them to experience Cabo and to be celebrated and to have some of their hard work pay off. I've been on a couple trips with Shaklee, and they really do kind of wine and dine you and do a really great job of kind of treating their people for all their hard work. So good job, the three of you. Good job. And Emily, I just saw that she just made it this month, right? Is that how it works? So that's a huge deal. So tell her congrats if you see her, Christine. Okay, also wanted to highlight a few team product announcements. A couple of us who are sharing kind of have to take off here pretty quick, and then another one's going to jump on. So some new product announcements, hopefully you've all seen and heard this, is our Protect deodorant. Has anyone actually tried it yet? Like, did anybody get the early access to it? Okay. It is, let me just read really quick a couple things that I saw I thought were kind of cool. So I sent out a little email yesterday highlighting it, and oh, thanks, Christine. She's just going to share a few slides here. Highlighting the deodorant. I just simply put a picture of it in my email and a little click. I had 2 people order it that haven't ordered in, like, I mean, years. So there is something about that. There's nothing on the screen, Christine. I don't know if that helps, and it's okay if it doesn't work. But anyway, so Protect deodorant, it is available now, and looks amazing. Like, it's I think about, let's see the price. Member price is $20. And it daily lasts for 2 months. Earth-minded packaging, which is a really cool thing. It's formulated without the over 2,500 plus chemicals or questionable ingredients. So again, the 2 people who made the order, I mean, they literally haven't ordered in years and years. They've just been, I don't even remember that they were on my list, almost like that. And so there's something about body care and clean body care and safe body care that is a huge win for people. So Protect deodorant, the other 2 body care products that are coming our way is the lip serum, and I think we have one little picture of them all. Next. Yeah, there we go. So there's the Protect deodorant. You can see all the different things. Do y'all see this? Okay. All the different, like, benefits that it has for our skin, which I think is a really big deal. There's a lot of studies and science on some of the bad ingredients in our antiperspirants that are out there. They're linking them to quite a few different things. But I did want to just say before, I didn't have a picture for these other things, but coming our way, I think middle of May, is a lip serum, which is an anti-aging. I'm super excited about that. And then exfoliant scrub, which will be awesome. So it'll kind of round out their body care ritual package, that are kind of bundle that they're putting together. And all of this stuff is going to be in their new packaging, which is more sustainable, and I'm super excited about that. The other seasonal Life Shake that they usually put out every maybe quarterly or 3 times a year is our Peach Life Shake. It's by far my favorite. And you can see there on that picture what's in it, the pea protein. So it's a plant protein version, even though I know soy is a plant too, but it's not soy, it's plant. So I think they're going to hopefully draw more people in with that. Sometimes people can be a little nervous about soy, but Shaklee soy is 100% awesome and safe. But this particular protein has pea protein, organic pumpkin seed, organic chia seed, organic amaranth, which is an ancient grain that's high in protein, organic grains blend, leucine, of course, and then soluble corn fiber. And then what's cool, it comes in this new bag. So it's a Cleaner Planet, one bag at a time. And Shaklee, if you haven't already heard, I mean, they've been green before green was really cool. And they are starting to move their packaging, all of it, towards being recyclable and sustainable. It takes a lot of work to do that. And so they're going to do a little bit at a time. I also heard that I think I saw somewhere, I was trying to find a picture. I've read so many different things, but their performance line, Shaklee's performance line, is has a whole new look and packaging coming our way as well. I think there's going to even be does anybody know anything about that? We can go back to our faces, Christine, and we'll go back to some of those next things. But anybody know anything about the new packaging for like there's a pre-workout? Yeah.
Yeah. I want to say it's the end, I think in May. No, I'm sorry. I think in July, the
Okay. That's what I
pre-workout
thought.
will come out. And they're not getting rid of the Energy Chews. The Energy Chews will still be there, but the pre-workout is something new and different. It will have alanine. Like basically when I was bodybuilding way back when, it's some of the things that someone would want in a pre-workout. So it's really good, but it's super clean. And the packaging, because Shaklee's not going to be wasteful, once they run out of the current packaging of the performance, then they'll start reintroducing the new packaging, but it looks really cool. And they have a new pre-workout that they'll drop in July.
And is that what does that mean, a pre-workout? Like
So
food?
no, a
Like,
drink. It's
oh,
like
a
lemonade,
drink. Okay.
a drink. It'll be, I think,
Got
lemonade
it.
flavor is what I
Oh,
remember them
cool.
saying. Yeah. So
Awesome.
I think it'd be great because I kind of mix the sustained energy boost and the current electrolyte
Oh,
performance to kind of make my own pre-workout from Shaklee.
awesome. Okay, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm excited. So a bunch of new, really great products coming out, launching. I think that's always exciting. I'll do a plug at the end to go to Global Conference, but that's where they really explain more in detail and give some really great insight and some even stories and testimonies of how these products are going to function in our businesses and for people. So, okay, our April product highlight, really because April is Earth Day month. I mean, every day is Earth Day, but April's when we really focus on it. So I just wanted to highlight again our Get Clean products. But first, I know, Mia, you have to leave. And I know it's a mixture of the Get Clean and some of our products as well. But I wanted Mia to share a little bit about her allergy story related to all these non-toxic home and that kind of stuff. So take it away, Mia.
Yes. Well, a lot of you have heard my story and have your own allergy relief stories as well. But I grew up with just horrible allergies. I was allergic to basically everything outside and inside, basically. I don't know. They, I just had a lot of allergies. I had a Kleenex everywhere I went. In sixth grade, I was a Kleenex box for Halloween because I just identified so much with my allergies. It was a huge part of my life that I just always thought I would struggle. Allergy medication, I developed exercise induced asthma. In college, I had allergy shots every week. So I've been there and tried everything. And so it was about 15 years ago when Shauna was over and we just had our first daughter, and she was crawling around on the floor and we were just talking about life. And she mentioned how she was learning about how the toxins in our home can affect our allergies and, inflammation and respiratory system and everything. And I felt like I'd tried everything, but she mentioned this Get Clean that was on Oprah's favorite things. And it was switching out my laundry detergent and cleaning to the basic H. And it basically replaces everything under your sink. And I had just never considered and toxins and cleaners and things. And I was pretty skeptical because I was allergic to, like I said, everything outside. And so I was wondering how this would affect me. But of course, I'm willing to try anything because I'm want relief. It was hard to give up the scent of what I thought was clean with the laundry detergent and dryer sheets and things. That was probably the hardest part for me. But once my husband and I both saw relief probably within a few weeks, I would say. And that was huge. I mean, I wasn't symptom free yet. It took a while. But it made a big difference, I noticed. And I started taking a multivitamin about the same time, and then continued to learn about boosting our immune system and how that can affect allergy relief as well. And so today, 15 years later, I can say that I'm pretty much symptom free. And when I do have a flare up, which is only on occasion, I know what to reach for with natural relief that can boost my immune support and really nip it in the bud. So
I always love that story because that's so many people's story, and I think it's a connector to, I mean, so many people. So thank you so much, Mia, for sharing. I know Christine and Nicole also have a quick little story related to our Get Clean products and other products as well, but y'all want to go ahead and share that?
Sure, I'll go.
Okay.
Again, it just reminds me that you never know when you share something, how it can literally transform someone's health, family, life. And so, Shauna, again, I mean, Shauna was a person 15 years ago, like Mia, when I was living in Greeley. Shauna invited me, I think this probably was a fourth or fifth invite to come to her house to hear about a healthy home, healthy you. And my youngest was a toddler. And again, like Mia said, which is so amazing, I had never, ever considered that possibly my household cleaners, my laundry, my sprays would affect my health. I just never considered it. And so learning about the toxins in our home, the toxins under your sink, what you spray and clean can make a difference. So I did have childhood asthma, took pills, shots. Sometimes I had to sleep in a chair because I couldn't breathe. And it's interesting, when I shared this story with my dad would remind me, he goes, there are nights that he just couldn't sleep, and he would come in and check on me to make sure I was still breathing. So you can imagine a parent with a child that they struggle with asthma. So then later on in life, I had exercise-induced asthma. So when I tried the Get Clean, at that time, it was an Oprah special. I bought the kit. My husband is so funny. He was like, you are not going to waste the other stuff that we have in our home. So when he wasn't looking, I was like totally pouring down Tide, Windex, whatever to get rid of it faster. And when I exclusively used all the Shaklee products for my home, the non-toxic cleaners, I lost my childhood asthma. If you knew me 15 years ago, I had an inhaler in my purse, in my backpack, everywhere I went. I was a runner at the time, so I always had to have a hit on my inhaler before I ran. And I've been inhaler free for 15 years. So it probably was like a couple of weeks after utilizing it that I realized I'm not wheezing anymore. So tell you, I mean, this makes me remind me that I need to post about this and tell and share with people that changing products can change your life.
Yeah, so amazing. Once again, huge connector to so many people. I mean, it's the norm now. Asthma is the norm. So thank you, Christine. All right, Nicole.
Yeah, similar story. I mean, it was 15 years ago when I was in Greeley, same time with Christine and Mia, and Shauna came to our house. And actually, Mia and I host a party too. And that's when I really switched over everything. And man, I remember, so I also had eczema and allergies growing up into young motherhood. And then I'll come back to my daughter. So, but I remember cleaning with Comet. You guys, it's like so toxic. And I would like hold my breath and be like, while I'm cleaning with it, but it appeared to be working and look clean, but it was not truly clean. And then all the laundry soap and all the like, oh, this smells good, and candles and all that junk. And so eliminating all of that significantly helped me and my daughter. So at 3 months old, she had her first like full body hive reaction to things. And so it just sent us down a road of getting truly clean and healthy. And so as years went on with her going the medical route, they just wanted to take care of things topically and not get to the root of it. So it was like, use this expensive steroid and let's do inhalers and things like that. But really changing all of that stuff and then building her gut health and her immunity has helped significantly. So she takes Nutrifuron and the probiotic GI, extended C release, omegas daily, and she's doing great. Oh, and alfalfa. She doesn't always take that daily because she doesn't, yeah, it's too many, but she's doing really good. And recently we just traveled to California, stayed with some friends. And the first morning I woke up with sore throat, rash on my face and my neck because of their laundry soap, because that's what was exposed to the sheets. And yeah, so I was miserable the whole 4 days we were there because of the laundry soap issue. But my daughter did great the whole time. And I thought it's probably because she's on those supplements every day and I don't take them daily like she does. I take other things daily. But yeah, those things have really helped we don't have asthma or inhalers in our house anymore, and just occasional flare-ups with allergies. So yeah.
Wow. Again, another powerful story that is common everywhere around us. So we'll talk a little bit at the end, kind of our business development and how to connect these stories and what to do with that. So thank you so much for sharing, you all. Maybe you can show a couple slides there of the Get Clean, Christine, if it works. If it's too much trouble, don't worry about it. But again, Shaklee was green before green was kind of the cool thing to do. So that's what makes their products particularly that's actually why I even chose the company early on, was their legacy of being a green company. That's their goal. Dr. Shaklee said, everything I want to create and produce here and talk and celebrate is to be as close to nature as we can. And so this Get Clean, there's that slide. They were all referring to the Oprah. That must have been more than 15 years ago, but Oprah highlighted at one of her shows. I think that White House uses the Get Clean. Maybe I don't know if they anymore, but it was very, very popular. And I think what a great thing to be popular. Look at all the different things that it provides, ingredients from natural sources. I mean, people just don't know. Generally, you're going to find that people had no idea. I was the same way. And that was probably my first purchase, was the Get Clean line. That next slide shows our basic H. I think we have that next. Yeah, the basic H, how this is the whole green sustainability, especially with Earth Day being a highlight. You could just post this picture alone and look at the safe natural form. It makes 48 gallons of all-purpose cleaner and packaging is recyclable. I mean, that's crazy. People are buying products right and left. It's lasting a month or two, depending on how often they clean, I guess. But this thing is this all-purpose, and we have a little sheet that we can send out that has all the different ways you can use Basic H. It's not just your all-purpose cleaner. It's a degreaser, a window. You can use it for mosquito bites. I've heard people use it for like cradle cap on newborns, getting some of that, that eczema on top of the skin. There's so many things you can do. I even put some in my mouth. The other day I had this horrible canker sore, and I read somewhere you could put some Basic H on it. And so I gave it a shot. I wouldn't say you should be drinking it or eating it, but it's an organic option. That next slide, again, this kind of breaks down the three basic things that we talk about when we show people our cleaner. One more, or back three. There it is. The all-purpose cleaner makes, again, 385 16-ounce bottles. The window cleaner makes 5,824 bottles. The degreaser makes 64 16-ounce bottles. So just wanted to highlight again how amazing, in light of Earth Day and our month focused on being green, this product line is so easy to share. And it's a great introductory purchase for people who are considering more of a holistic and kind of natural lifestyle. So, all right. Thank you, Christine. I do want to see, did Lauren hop on? I don't know if she's on yet. I don't think so. I'll wait till she hops on before. So let's go ahead and talk about, oh, are you there?
No, she's not here yet.
No, not yet.
I haven't heard back from her yet, but she's got a sick kiddo at the last minute, so she may not be hopping on.
Okay,
so
no problem.
She'll let us know. Yeah.
No worries at all. Don't tell her to feel pressure at all. We can figure that out. So, okay, I did want to talk real quickly about our, just as our business kind of highlight, and as we consider using, our businesses for good and helping people take the next step in their health. One of the things that we've talked about in the past, of some of us on the call, this is going to be kind of a repeat, but just making sure that your why and your, I call it my I help statement, is in front of you every time you go to work with Shaklee. That's been a huge game changer for me in terms of feeling motivated and taking the next step in whatever I need to do. I work Shaklee part-time, so I have a different job as well. I'm a local high school teacher. And so having that why statement, that mission statement overall is, to me, the bottom, like the foundational piece as you pursue this business. I do the same thing even within my school job, my education job, and kind of my life mission. So I have in my classroom a quote. I have it on my computer when it opens up. I have it on my mirror at home, sort of my overall mission statement of helping people find their gifts so that they can bring good to their communities. So I believe we're designed with gifts specifically that are different from the other people around us, and we've been designed to use them to help our communities flourish, to bring good. And so as I walk into my high school, I think, how can I help students today figure out who they are and their gifts and how they can use that for good? It's a very ego-centered world there in the halls. I mean, if any of you have teenagers, really children at all, it's a very, it's all about themselves. So to help them get out of their self for just a minute and think, oh, wait, how can I use what I'm good at, or my temperament, or my personality, or my gifts to bring good to my community? The same thing goes with my Shaklee world. I walk into this to sit down and work on my business. I think, okay, I have the opportunity to use these gifts of mine to bring good and help clients that I'm going to work with to feel better so that they can feel good and flourish in their communities. And so I wanted to go through something we've done in the past by Donald Miller. If you remember, he wrote the Story Brand book. He's a podcast, I think, Marketing Made Simple. Really great leader. And I just wanted to go through a quick slide about how we go. He talks about helping offer transformation. So in his marketing kind of plan, this is what he says. We'll pull up this little slide, and I can definitely make this stuff available. So if you don't want to write all this stuff down. But he talks about the help we offer for transformation. So we invite our clients into a story. So if you think about the people, even the stories shared today, Christine's specifically allergy story would be this perfect chronologically going through this whole thing. So we invite clients into our story. They have a problem and they feel blank. They feel whatever. They feel tired. They feel overwhelmed. They feel overweight, whatever it is. And then as a result of what we offer, they are transformed. So that's the whole idea, that we offer them, we then position them as a hero and we are the guide. So think about this, identify what your customer wants. So that means anytime you're talking with somebody and you hear some sort of need or something, a problem that they're experiencing, finances, you name it. So just having our eyes open and our ears open to those kinds of things. And then what keeps your customer from getting what they want, the problem. So you can think of customer client, but this is his marketing kind of brand pathway. But what's keeping them from getting what they want? What is the problem? So what if, maybe a customer wants more freedom or more time or more finances? What's keeping them from that? Maybe they're too busy or they have sick kids at home and that's keeping them from going to work or whatever. Position yourself with your customer as the hero with empathy and authority. So that's where you get to say like, oh, I can step in here because I have some solutions to this problem that they have. And then providing a very simple plan. This isn't necessarily the time for educating them in all the different areas that Shaklee offers, or it's just specifically talking about that one area. And this is how to solve the problem, a clear path forward so that they can move into action. And then number 5 is have a clear call to action available and obvious, like what's their next step? Having that really clear, and then casting vision, helping them see the end result, whether it's, you can help them see the end result of being a positive, like, look, let's take like Christine's asthma, for instance. She, has struggled with asthma. The person, the guide can be like, okay, I have some solutions for you. You can try non-toxic cleaners. You can try Nutriferon. You can try Omegas. You can try a bunch of different things. Having that a clear option, giving her vision. Hey, you could try this. What do you have to lose? Try it for 2 weeks, see if it changes, or don't, see if this, whatever you're doing, see if that keeps working or not. So providing those 6 pathways, I guess you'd say, helps us provides them with some solutions, with their problem solved in a sense. And then they become the hero, and then they have the opportunity to share that with other people. So that's what I think. I loved his, there's a whole thing on the way he does these transformation guides, but I really loved his thought behind jumping into their story. It helps us, reminds us about the connections that are needed, helps us to be more other-centered, to look for ways that we can help bring good, helping you think, where are you moving your customers from? That's the whole idea. Where can we move them from the problem into where can you move them to a healthy, hopeful, giving them motivation, clarity, all that kind of stuff. So I wanted to show, the next slide has these are my help statements. So as you listen through this, I want you to be thinking of people or how you specifically help. And this will look different in various maybe stages of clients' lives. So these are mine, and I have a little card that I read every day to try to kind of put this out there. It's like a little mantra in a sense. It says, I'm a resource to those who are feeling disillusioned by all the health product choices out there. In my experience working with women over the years specifically, that's what they feel. They feel overwhelmed. There's too many choices. They go to the store, there's aisles and aisles. Which store do you go to? Which company should I use? And so that's one of my mantras. I'm a resource to those who are feeling disillusioned by all the health product choices out there, because I can offer them Shaklee, their one-stop shop. Takes all the disillusionment away. That's saved me. It simplifies my life. I'm no longer overwhelmed. I just know I can purchase from this company because they are legit and they essentially have everything I need. The next one there, I help people stop wasting time and money on medication and products that don't work. Once again, kind of showing off Shaklee being this one-stop shop with products that work, that will help them get off medications, that don't have side effects. It's literally helps them stop wasting time and money. Next one there is, I help people find products that will increase their energy and well-being and decrease their their stress and toxic exposure. Typo there. So that's one of the things that happens after working with the client, is they find they feel better. They have more energy. Their toxic exposure is lessened, and those things help with your stress level. And then the last one, I say this, even if I don't feel it, this is what I'm praying and I say out loud every day. I'm a listening ear, offering hope and help to those I come in contact with today, because I genuinely care about their lives. Okay, so these are some statements that I have on a little card. We can be done with that, Christine, so I can show this little card. I keep this just in the morning. I do a little gratitude journal, and I have a little sheet that it's in prayer form, and I just read through that without the typos. But this has been a real game changer for me in terms of thinking, what is my role? I help bring, I help my clients feel less disillusioned. I find that thing, and it's going to be different for all of us and with whoever we're talking. If you're spending time with new moms, it's going to be a little different. If you're spending time with college students, it's going to be different. So figuring out what that help statement is really, really makes a big deal, a big change. So any questions specifically there? A lot of talking.
I love that. I love what you wrote.
Good.
Yeah, that's really good, Shauna.
Okay, well, I will fix those typos. This is what I get for doing it on my phone. And anyway, thank you, Christine. This is a good segue for Lauren, because I think Lauren has really kind of evolved into this new position that she has as a coach. And it's been really, I don't know if you follow her on social media, but she makes beautiful posts. Wording, the pictures, I love it. So I thought Lauren, Michelle had asked her to share a little bit of what she's doing with her new kind of business focus. And so thank you for being on, Lauren. I know we have a sick kiddo, I heard. So
I know. I'm going to talk about nervous system regulation. And I was telling myself while I'm cleaning up, we must have like a stomach thing going around our house. But I'm cleaning that up. And I'm like, oh no, I'm going to follow up on this call. I'm like, okay, I have to remind myself all the other people on how to calm my nervous system during these moments.
Oh, it's awesome.
But anyway, first off, I'll thank you guys for, having me come on and just kind of share my story a little bit. And then I was introduced to Shaklee. I guess it'll be coming up on 5 years. And I think Shaklee and this community really kind of introduced me to like that holistic perspective of wellness. And, there are more natural solutions, and medication isn't the answer. I started fine-tuning some things, learning about like blood sugar regulation and things like that, implementing the Life Shake, all of those things. And I was started to do that, but then during kind of getting introduced to Shaklee, we just had a really rough patch in our life and our family, and unexpected things that have come up. And it's almost guaranteed that one of us, or that we will all kind of experience those hard seasons of life. But all of these changes, like, they really took a toll on me, especially as an inner perfectionist and one who thrived when things went according to plan. And I think motherhood too, also becoming a new mom. I have a 7-year-old, almost 5-year-old, and a 2-year-old. During that early stages, it was like, life doesn't always go according to plan. Your day doesn't always go according to plan. But when you are struggling with it, I think being a voice for moms, that like, it's okay to feel this way and things like that. But anyway, I started reevaluating things in my life, because ultimately the healthy eating that I thought I was doing, or the exercise that I felt pressure to get done, it really wasn't cutting it anymore. I was dealing with issues like bloating, constipation, hormone issues. I had suffered with PCOS for 10 years or so, and I kind of switched things around. I continued to learn more about Shaklee. I sought out other programs, and I really started fine-tuning my diet. Like I said, I really worked on blood sugar balance, but most importantly, I started working on the most important part of my healing, which was like my dysregulated nervous system. And it took some time, but I began to see changes in my body and myself that I had never seen before, when just like trying to eat healthy or, put together salads or get to the gym and do whatever, which are all important aspects of health. But when you have a dysregulated nervous system and you're doing it for like the wrong reasons, you don't really see the results. And that's when I wanted to become a voice for people like me who felt like they were doing all the right things, but they were really missing some like key components of their health to really, start to experience those changes internally. So once I starting to work on regulating my nervous system, I wasn't, dealing with digestive issues, depleted hormones, sleep issues, or fatigue. And we all have a unique story, right? But if you feel like, especially for some of my clients, like if you feel like you've tried everything with no success, then it's time to start learning some of these things, working on your nervous system, practicing self-acceptance, learning about blood sugar balance, fine-tuning your diet. Because I feel like there were some like key things that I really needed to learn. And healthy isn't necessarily just eating like salads and, making sure you pick up an apple every once in a while and things like that. There's some certain things. So like I mentioned, our modern day lives and like hustle culture lifestyle, they are starting to really mess with our nervous systems. And when things come up in our lives, it can really affect us. Our nervous systems, they control every system in our body. And when it's not working properly, either are the rest of our systems. So I was dealing with digestive issues, as well as the reproductive hormone side. But I know a lot of other people, from some of my clients, they deal with lymphatic issues, immune system issues. And I think that women, they start to fixate on improving their health with just diet and exercise. And I wanted to bring light that other, the other important aspects of your health as well. So, no amount of restrictive eating or time working out is really going to get your body out of survival mode and functioning properly. So we talk a lot about this in my coaching sessions, but I feel like it's important to avoid things that don't signal safety when your body is dysregulated. So, ultimately, if your body does not feel safe, it's worried about surviving and not healing. And I noticed this during my healing process, and I've noticed it with my clients. But some of like the main reasons why your body doesn't feel safe often is, one, a lot of my clients are under eating, they're over exercising, they're eating too many inflammatory foods, not getting enough sleep, they talk or think negatively about themselves quite often, they're constantly in achieve mode, they're not good at setting boundaries. And you might not recognize this, but like under eating, over exercising, consuming too many inflammatory foods, not getting enough sleep, it's really putting your body in a state of physical stress. So constantly talking or thinking negatively about yourself, pushing yourself too far, and a lack of boundaries is putting your body in a state of mental stress as well. And learning to like get your body out of survival mode so you can feel good, energized, relaxed, you can burn fat, have glowing skin, get healthy, restorative sleep, and just spend more intentional time with the people that you love. So another key component, as well as nervous system regulation, that I constantly push with my clients is one of the most important things that I feel like I learned about nutrition, which was learning how to keep my blood sugar levels balanced throughout the day. So that's another key thing that I've been really trying to push with my clients as I've been kind of evolving in this wellness industry. But it's really just taught me how to eat a well-rounded diet with lots of protein, healthy fats, and fiber, getting women to eat enough food. Like I said, I just didn't know how to properly eat. And really, blood sugar balance, it's essential. It affects your energy levels, your weight, your mental performance, and your mood. So yeah, learning how to minimize the number of blood sugar spikes you can have throughout the day has so many health benefits. But yeah, so in my coaching programs, I share like the exact steps I took to heal my gut, balance my hormones, feel good in my body, and just live a life with more flow and happiness. And those three or those main components, like I said, are nervous system regulation, blood sugar balance, and self-acceptance. And we really focus in on things like bloating, constipation, stubborn weight that just won't come off, burn and hustle, as well as like people pleasing, perfectionism, and unhealthy boundaries. So yeah, I had a 6-week program that I did in the fall. So I had some people that went through that program. And then just because of lifestyle, I've kind of had to switch and do some more one-on-one coaching sessions this spring. So a lot of it's just like 24-hour breakthrough sessions where I'm just kind of shedding light and kind of helping women piece the puzzles together, like where I see things that they need to work on. Or if you want to go a little bit more in depth, I do 1 week and 1 month coaching sessions. So yeah.
Wow. Fantastic.
A little bit. But like I said, I think I really like to thank Shaklee because I feel like they are, this community is what really opened me up to like that holistic wellness perspective. And just not accepting medication or things like that. Like there are other natural solutions and ways to go about it. And my goal is just to help more like women like myself. I essentially, when I created my program, Radiant New You in the fall, it was like, okay, what did I need to tell myself 4 years ago? And basically created a program around that so that, just women can feel better and then just make a positive impact, whether it be in their communities, in their family life, at work. So, yeah.
So awesome, Lauren. I think, God, what a gift they get to work with you one-on-one, especially just your demeanor and your genuine care. Great example of what you do, how you're using your gifts for good and helping others feel good and do good, really. So that's really awesome. And it makes me think, that's what I couldn't help but think about several different people at all different ages. My daughter, I think of some people who are older than me who can benefit from the things that you're sharing. So what a great resource for us if we can connect them with Lauren even. I mean, maybe they're already Shaklee members with us, but Lauren's going to probably help them take the next step in their health if they need more focused counseling in terms of some of the topics that you covered. And of course that, they'll continue to use Shaklee products. And it's pretty cool you have a brand partner like Shaklee to offer, some products to them when it's appropriate or whatever that you can trust, that are legitimate and trust, because that's another issue. I think when we do use other health coaches or other, counselors, is what are they going to offer clients? Because you want to make sure it's clean or it's safe,
Yeah, exactly. And, you build on health, right? So it's like with so many of my clients too, it's like, well, you can't go out and buy everything. It's truly a process, and to kind of help and walk them through that and not just overwhelm them, because a lot of my clients feel very overwhelmed with like making decisions and making sure it's the right decision and everything. So it is so nice to just not even have to consider, some of the products and stuff that I'm offering. So
that's awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing. Makes me think it'd be fun to hear how we all use our little, our little giftings and our gift set and skill set in different ways, not just in Shaklee, but how they kind of connect. So thank you so much, Lauren. Appreciate that. All right. I just wanted to close quickly. I know we're running out of time here, but a monthly focus. I wanted Christine to see if you would give us a little highlight of your group. Your group sounds so cool. I saw your little video yesterday talking about the Eat the Rainbow group or your reset group. Just as in terms of thinking through how to use and highlight Shaklee this month, Christine, will you share just a little blurb on that?
Yes. Hi. Sorry. Okay. So one of my Shaklee sisters that's in another group that we met on in Mexico last year on the dream trip, she and I are hosting starting next Monday, Eat the Rainbow. And so we wanted to have a place where people could be challenged to learn to eat fruits and veggies. We'll explain why red fruits, why blue, why, what are the colors? What do they mean? What are the nutrients that you get? So Nicole, that's also on this, we're going to invite people because she and I did another fitness free challenge last month But this is a way that it's Eat the Rainbow and giving people a lot of education in a Facebook group. But then simultaneously, those that want to up the ante and do the 7-day cleanse, we're going to give all the files, all the resources, recipes, and coach people through that. So basically, I've been posting that, it's option A, B, or C. Free means they can sign up or just join the Facebook group and then hear about some great education and just learn about how to eat healthier. And they don't have to buy anything, or they can up the ante, participate in the cleanse or the Ready Set Wellness, or just get protein, so they feel like they've got some options. So yeah, I feel like if I can do something like that on a monthly basis where I'm, inspiring people to eat healthy, learning about that. So I love what you were sharing, Lauren, because I think too, there's just so much unknown and people don't know what to do and they are overwhelmed, and just having something very simple, follow through. And what I say to them is, I'm just giving you a jump start, but I want to help you get some tools to really have a sustainable lifestyle and that you learn to become the CEO of your health. So if you guys see that, let me know if you want me to add you to the group, because I certainly want to add you if you want to be on, so I'll wait for you to say, add me to your group, and I will add you, because I don't want to just blanket add people. And we're just going to see who we can love on, serve, and bless.
Awesome. I know it sounds great. You should go look at Christine's video from, I don't know, I think you did it yesterday, but really well worded. Give some great ideas of how to use some of their content to draw people in, and to even listen of places that and where we can help others, even to use it next month or later this month, or join in and invite somebody with you. It sounds really good. I know you guys will create some great content. Also, I wanted to say some Earth Day ideas. In the past, we've had like an Earth Day event, and if somebody wants to brainstorm or do something like that, I'm open to that. I haven't thought too much about it. We've done them where we've done a week long before Earth Day. We've done one blast day on Earth Day. We have so much content that's already done. So if somebody wants to do something like that, let me know. I'd be happy to partner with you or whatever. And then any other Earth Day ideas, like, I'm serious, people are so open. I don't know if you've noticed, and maybe the little ads you see on social media, there's a bunch of stuff out there right now focused on being green and packaging and all that kind of stuff. So now's the time to just make random posts about that stuff that will draw people, and people are looking to be more green living, all that kind of stuff. So this is a good time of year to do that, of course, every year, but April is a great time. And I know they'll probably do some highlighting Earth Day things. Usually they do a plant a tree. I haven't heard anything like that. If anyone has heard anything, let me know. And then share about ways to combat allergies with, once the snow around here stops, it's going to be like here in Colorado. I know Amanda said she's already seeing a lot of that in the office, but Nicole and Mia did an allergy health chat a couple weeks ago. And so figuring out how to use that to offer to people, easy, great, simple content that's going to be super transformative. I mean, they can take a couple things from there and actually see some help. And then last, I want to just do a plug for Global Conference. I think there's still availability to go, but if you haven't made the decision to go, we had a blast last year in Kansas City. We basically almost sweat to death when we left the actual hotel. So it'll be nice to be in California, where it's going to be beautiful weather in Anaheim. It is, I think, August 3rd through the 6th, I believe. And it's going to be a blast. They've kind of made this more, I think they have a limit on how many people can go, but there's a bunch of us going already. And here's a little picture from last year. We had a great time. I think we had walked to dinner here. It was like 100% humidity out. So at least in Anaheim, we'll have the coastal kind of air. But come with us to the Global Conference. If you have questions about that or want to know more, let one of us know. And thank you for being on today. Great to see everyone's faces. Michelle, have a great trip back. I think she's probably on the road already, but thank you. Thanks for being on, y'all. If you have any questions, let me know. So
Thanks, Sean.